Hey guys, welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you are a subscriber. Today we are in my kitchen because I'm about to organize my kitchen as I listen to an audiobook, but I want to let you know what's on the agenda for today. So I wanted to read some of Sarah's, over at Sarah's Shelves here on YouTube, I'll link it above. I wanted to read some of her favorite books that I haven't read. She gave me a list and I chose 3 books from it. So I chose The Night Swim, Sadie, and The Kind Worth Killing, and I've heard great things about all 3 of these books. And I've been wanting to get to them for a while, but I decided, let's just get to it. I want to read some more books that Sarah likes, and I'm really excited. So also, the elephant in the room is, look at these beautiful earrings. They're from the Black Dahlia Designs. I will have all the information below. And also, look at this gorgeous Halloween t-shirt. On the bottom too, it has some information on the movie. But this is from the men's section at Walmart, and I love it. I got it in a size large, so it's so comfy and cozy, and I am absolutely obsessed. I love the imagery of this. So good. So I hope you all enjoy some organization content because I am going to reveal my horribly messy pantry. It's not as bad as before because I've already organized some of it, but it's not pretty and I can't believe I'm going to show you, but here it is. So here's my pantry. Again, I organized some of these cans down here, so it's not horrible, and I bought these stacks. But I'm going to be trying to organize this while I'm listening to my audiobook. So you guys will get to see me organize. I hope you're interested in it because I thought it would be kind of relaxing. I like watching people organize things. Okay, so I'm not very far into the book, but there's already a podcast element, which is really fun since I'm listening to it on audiobook. And so far, I am really enjoying the feel of the book. I'm listening to it at 1.6 times the speed, and it's pretty comfortable speed. And I noticed that the audiobook's only like 7 hours, so I should get through this really fast, and I'm just really excited to see where this novel progresses. But I really love the atmosphere and the podcasty element to it, and I know that Night Swim has a podcast element as well, so that's fun. Also, I'll show you my progress I'm making. So I decided to indeed put sugar in here, and it fits perfectly. It was about a whole bag of sugar, so love that. And then I also put brown sugar in here, and look how cute these are. I'm going to be putting all my baked goods all the way at the top of my pantry, and yeah, I'm happy with it. I'm probably going to go back and buy some more of these at Walmart. And you can also like stack them really easily, which is so nice. All right, you guys, so I'm pretty much done with my pantry organization. It's not like Pinterest or anything, but it looks so much better than it did before. So I'll just kind of scan down. And it's been nice doing this while listening to an audiobook. Hey, so I haven't been the best at filming updates on my journey of reading Sadie, but I want to say I am absolutely adoring this book. I love the whole revenge story and just following Sadie and hearing from a podcast about the missing case and everything. I just think it's really well done, and I would highly recommend this book. I only have about an hour left, and I'm really excited. I think I'm going to finish it tonight. And I'm excited to just let you all know my thoughts at the very end. But I've been kind of spreading this read over a longer period of time. I've been listening to it on my drives to work and kind of while I'm doing chores around the house, but it's been making those things significantly more enjoyable, and I just can't wait to see what happens. I have my I Love Coffee bookmark from Spoopmarks, but I absolutely love it and I am obsessed, and it's also a really nice size for this book that I'm reading. Hey guys, so I wanted to hop on here and let you know how my reading has been going. So I started my second book that was recommended by Sarah, and it is The Night Swim. And first of all, I know I always say this, but this cover is gorgeous, and I have been wanting to read this book for a while, but I hadn't gotten to it, so I was really excited when I found out it was a book she really liked. So I started listening to the audiobook, and I was actually able to get it from my library on Cloud Library. And it's really nice to listen to it as an audiobook because it has a podcast that plays throughout, which I really enjoy listening to. But I also am kind of switching between listening and physically reading because I want to tab some certain things. As you can see, I put some tabs in parts that I wanted to go back and remember, or just certain things that hit me hard. And I also actually did a little reading sprint with my friend Nicole. We just did it on FaceTime. It wasn't streamed or anything, but I was able to catch up with her, and I also read some of the night swims, so that was really fun to do tonight. A little bit of an update, weather related. In Texas, we had a ton of ice and hail today, so it's been pretty dangerous out on the roads. So I got sent home from work early, and I've just been able to kind of rest a little bit more than normal, and it has been nice to get a little extra time. So that's my update. Actually, everything is shut down tomorrow, so I'll only be doing classes through Zoom. So I'm excited. I'm going to be able to read more than I thought I would be able to, and that's always fun. Thoughts in the book so far though. I was hooked from the start. Hey, so hopping on, I realized I did not summarize the night swim plot very well. So anyway, it is about a woman who is reporting on a case of a girl who was raped and the trial that's happening, and she's doing live updates for her podcast. And also someone has approached this woman through letter and told her that her sister was murdered years ago, but the police weren't looking into the situation, and that they just were saying she accidentally drowned, but she knows that her sister was murdered. So she's asking this podcaster for help. It's very heavy hitting. If you have any trigger warnings with rape, I would recommend avoiding this book, but I'm enjoying it so far, and I think I'm going to rate this really high. And I've been really lucky. I loved Sadie, and I'm loving this book even more than Sadie. So I am so happy how this secret TBR is going. I made some balsamic chicken today in my Instant Pot. It only took 15 minutes, which is amazing. That is my favorite thing about the Instant Pot. I also made some rice in my rice cooker, and it's so nice because you just turn it on and it's all ready to go. So I'm looking forward to eating this dinner. I can't have dairy or gluten, so my diet is kind of limited, and I just really love this meal, so I'm excited to jump in. Hello, so I just made some French press coffee. It's really good. It's this coffee actually from Door County, Wisconsin, which I visited a lot when I was growing up, but the coffee's really good. Let me grab the bag so you guys can see it actually. It's right here. This is the bag, and it's called Death's Door. It says one of our smoothest and boldest dark roast coffees, a blend of Costa Rican and Sumatran beans. So really good, and it tastes really good using a French press. I've just been kind of cleaning the house today. It's been really icy in Texas, so a lot of things have been canceled, so I didn't have to go into work, which was actually so relieving because I have been really stressed about just being overworked right now. I'm doing so much and I have so much on my plate. It's my last semester of grad school, so I'll be getting my master's degree in May. So there's a lot of pressure on me this semester, as well as just trying to manage YouTube and 2 of the jobs I'm working. So Here I am just kind of getting a break today, and it's really nice. I did have class in the morning, but it's definitely taken away my work, and yeah, it's really nice. I'm going to be catching up on things. But as I've been cleaning, I've been listening to more of The Night Swim, and it has been such a good experience. There are very heavy topics in this book. Rape is talked about a lot, but I'm very invested in this story, and I've really been flying through it. I'm already like more than halfway through. I don't actually have my exact marking in here since I've been listening to it, but I'm really enjoying it so far. I think the way it's told, where it switches between points of view, is really awesome. You get the 2 points of view, and you also get a podcast element, so I really like that. And yeah, I'm feeling really, really attached to the characters and really empathizing for them. And it also just makes me frustrated at our criminal justice system and how so many victims of rape are not taken seriously. And it's really a serious issue. And this book has just been really good and important book to read. So that's my check-in for today. I am going to probably sit down and physically read more now, and I'll check in with you guys later. Bye. Hey guys, so I have been reading The Kind Worth Killing, and I don't know why I haven't read this novel before. I've had it on my TBR for honestly a few years, and I just had never picked it up. I really like the cover, I really like the vibes of this, and I'm actually on page 169. So I'm more than halfway through, and I've really been enjoying it so far. The main characters are very unlikable, and so I think I usually am okay with unlikable main characters, but for some reason, I'm just not quite as invested in this book as I would want to. But it still is really interesting, and I want to know what happens plot-wise. And right before the second part of it, there was a big plot twist that I really didn't see coming, and I really enjoyed it. So I've been enjoying this book. I've actually been trying something new, and I did this with Night Swim as well. I mostly listened to The Night Swim. And for some of it was just listening, and for the other parts I was listening while following along. And I actually am doing the same with this book. I've been listening and then trading off between that and then listening and following along as well. And so it's interesting to me because I can listen to a book faster than I can actually read it. I'm listening at 1.6, and I'm able to comprehend that fine. It's a comfortable pace for me. But when I'm reading, I read slower. So I'm trying to decide if I should start listening to more audiobooks and following along. That way I can read faster, or if I should just try to work on reading faster just with my own eyes and see if I can practice to read a little bit faster. The reason I want to be able to read a little bit faster is because I don't have so much time to spend on reading, and if I were to cut it down a little bit but still be able to read just as much, if not more, that would be amazing, because then I would have a little bit more time to do the other things I need to do besides just reading, even though reading is my favorite. So I'll keep you guys updated on that on my YouTube channel. But anyway, enjoying this book. I don't think it's going to be more than a 4-star for me, but I'll have to check in with you as I continue reading and kind of see how this all unfolds. I am almost done with The Kind Worth Killing. I only have about an hour left on my audiobook. I'm listening to it at 1.7 times the speed, so it's definitely making the book go by faster, but it's a really nice pace for me. So thoughts, there have been quite a few twists that I really like. I'm starting to like the book more than I was originally liking it, so I will update you guys once I finish. And yeah, this has just been such a fun time reading Sarah's favorite books, and I just think Sarah is so awesome. I'm so happy I met her on BookTube, and I think she has great taste. All right, you guys, so today has just been kind of a catch-up day. I've been listening and finishing up The Kind Worth Killing. And I have been craving a chai latte, so I'm gonna make one for my husband and I'm gonna use this chai. It is cold, so I'm gonna have to heat it up. And it's a little too sweet for me, but I need to find an alternative, so it will work for today. But I'm gonna make it for my husband and I, and then I will check in and kind of show you guys the process that I do. It's nothing fancy or anything, but I'll show you guys and take you along with me. Also, I just watched that video back. Not sure what that angle was, but yeah, just bear with me today. I'm a little bit distracted with all the cleaning I'm doing. All right, so I'm pouring some almond milk in here to froth. I just have a handheld frother, so it's not gonna be as good as a coffee shop, obviously, but you know, it'll do the trick for now. And then I'm gonna just pour in some whole milk. Oops, I already spilled. Come on, camera, focus. There we go. So you can obviously see the color difference. So I really like both of these mugs, Don't Give a Sip and Some Bunny Loves Me. So here we go. Let's see if I can not spill this time. I feel like it'll spill a little bit, but you know, we're just gonna go with it. Okay, there we go. Nice, that actually worked pretty well. I'm gonna pour in my frothed almond milk. Then, ooh, it's frothing really nicely up top. Love that. Pour in the frothed normal whole milk, and I am all set with my chai lattes. Hey, so I thought I would kind of do a casual get ready with me video. Sorry about the angle, it's not very flattering, but I figured I would try this out just to see how it would feel hanging out with you guys while I do my makeup. I'm not amazing at makeup or anything, but I thought it would be fun to kind of put this in the vlog and just have it be a more personal conversation, like we're here in the same room together. So also, a little insecure about my skin and my neck. I've been having some just dry skin issues, but you know, besides that, let's just get into the video. I didn't want to let that stop me from putting this out there. Okay, so for today, I think I'm feeling my Tartelette palette. As you can see, it's a few years old, but I really love it. It also just has this really nice kind of almost, oh my gosh, got it on my nose, almost chocolatey smell to it, which I really like. And you can see I haven't used a ton of it. I'm just kind of getting more into putting on eyeshadow. I kind of stopped for a while just because I was feeling lazy, but I'm going to be using this today and having some fun with it. I'm going to be using my Hoola bronzer. This is old. I probably need to get a new one, but I really love the shade. It's a really nice color and it's very flattering. And then this is almost gone, but it's my Too Faced blush. If you can believe it, I'm still just using it, trying to use all the product up before I throw it out. Just trying not to be wasteful. And then I have this MAC, it's the Painterly Pro Longwear Paint Pot, and this is just kind of a nude color that I use on my eyelids to even out my skin tone there. I use this, which is Dip Down. It's the Fluid Line Liquid Eyeliner. Ooh, gotta take off the cap. There you can see. I look a lot better in brown eyeliner actually, which is interesting. Most people look better in black eyeliner, but I prefer definitely how I look in brown eyeliner. So this is my favorite foundation. It's the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup. It's so good. It is so expensive, but it's really worth it. And then I use the sponge to kind of blend it in. And then I just have an assortment of brushes, some Eco Tools brushes, as well as, I believe this is just an e.l.f. small angled brush for my eyeliner. And then this, I think, oh yeah, it's also an e.l.f. complexion brush, which is nice for blush. And then I use this just for a little contour with my Hoola bronzer. So that's about it. So first, what I'm gonna do is actually my eyes, because there's quite a bit of fallout when I do my foundation first. So I actually just use my finger, put it on my eyelid. And while I'm doing this, I'm gonna kind of share some of my thoughts on the books I read. So all three were thrillers, and I started with Sadie, and it was a YA. And I honestly haven't read YA in a while because I just personally connect a little bit more to characters that are closer to my age or older. But I was really invested in Sadie and her character, and I really wanted to know what was going on. And I really love the podcast element. So I was listening to it. And since I was listening to it, it was really enjoyable to hear the podcast element. It's a little bit odd, the lighting, because I turned my overhead lighting that I usually have when I do my eyeshadow on, so bear with me if it looks a little wonky, but I'm gonna try it in this lower lighting. Anyway, I was invested in the story about Sadie. I wanted to know where her journey was going to take her, and I really liked the format of the book. I was emotionally invested in Sadie's story, and I really felt for her, and I cared about her, and I did not have any of those feelings in The Kind Worth Killing. All of the, main characters are really unlikable. I did feel for Lily, though, for sure, without giving any spoilers, but I really felt for Lily, just certain things that happened in her childhood. But besides that, very unlikable characters, whereas in Sadie and also The Night Swim, I really felt for the characters. So out of the 3 books, just character likability, I would say I cared the most about Sadie and then the characters in The Night Swim. By the way, I'm using Rebel, kind of just put that all on my eyelids, and now I'm going to do Leader, which is this really kind of purpley brown color. I really like it, and I'm gonna put that in my crease. Again, when I do eye makeup, it's kind of messy, and I kind of just slap it on. I don't really get too detailed oriented because I'll just take some makeup remover and kind of go whoop, and it cleans it up. So I just try to kind of blend as much as possible in my crease to try to make it look, as neat. But I do like that smoky eye, so it doesn't have to be perfect. So in The Night Swim, I was the most invested in that story. It really, really got to me. There's some trigger warnings for sure for rape. And, those things are more common than some people think. And it also was loosely based on the Brock Turner trial. Maybe not even loosely. I mean, it had a lot of parallels to it. And so this read was really important, and I learned some things about how rape cases are run in the court, and just some sad things about how trials really put rape victims in traumatizing situations because they've gone through this horrific event, and then they have to go and speak in front of a group of strangers and have the defense just go at them and at them and at them, and they kind of have to relive everything. And I just have a lot of sadness thinking about that and thinking about the women who come forward and people don't believe them. It's really, really sad. So that book really, really affected me. I keep thinking about it, and the book was just really, really well done. I thought the podcast element was really gripping, and I really enjoyed listening to it as an audiobook, and I pretty much finished it in 2 days. I read actually way more than half of it on one day. Anyway, my favorite book out of the 3 was The Night Swim, for sure. The Kind Worth Killing had a lot of good twists, so I liked it for that way, but I think it's hard to say between Sadie and The Kind Worth Killing. I really appreciated the twist in The Kind Worth Killing, and there were some scenes that really stick with me, but I cared more about Sadie. So I think I'm going to make both of those 4-star reads, and I am definitely making The Night Swim a 5-star read. Anyway, hopefully my thoughts made sense, but The Night Swim was definitely my favorite. I was super gripped from the beginning to end. I cared about the characters, and it also had some twists that I did not see coming and really shook me. So I would just say before going into The Night Swim, make sure that you are very aware of the triggers because they did not hold back in that book, and very heavy content. But if you can handle it, I would highly recommend it. And I really enjoyed it. However, it was a little hard for me to read for sure with all the content in it, but I would highly recommend it. Sarah has some awesome taste, and it was so fun reading her favorites and doing this vlog. It was really fun to get to some books that I think I would have taken longer to get to. I don't know why I sort of was putting off The Night Swim for so long. I actually bought it, you know, in December, and I knew a lot of people liked it. But for some reason, I was like, yeah, I'll get to it eventually, you know. But when she said she really liked that book, I was really excited because it kind of propelled me forward to read it, and it really made a profound impact on me. And today, I'm planning on filming the intro and the outro for my TBR cart for that video. I'm also thinking I'm going to do my Pet Sematary review, which I've been putting off. I don't really know why, but I have been putting that one off for a while. And I'm going to try to film a few other videos, some surprise videos that I hope you guys really like. Let me know if you enjoy watching me do makeup. Like I said, I'm not a makeup artist by any means. You can clearly tell that, but it is kind of fun just feeling like I'm chatting while I'm getting ready. I actually don't pluck my eyebrows, I never have. When I do, it looks a little bit odd, so I just draw them in a little bit. This makeup pencil is from Wet n Wild, retractable brow pencil. And I got this in medium brown. It's not perfect. I also like getting this little spoolie. Oh no. There we go. I thought our water was out. Okay. Like using this little spoolie with a little soap, and it kind of gets my brows to stand up a little bit, which I like the look of. So for my contouring, really easy. All I do is take this Hoola bronzer. Now I love using a lot of blush. I think it really complements my face. So I'm gonna really just swirl it on because the blush is just all the way on the side of the pan, and just start going at it with the blush. My lips need something on them for sure. Dab a little of this on. Okay, here's my look. You guys will have to let me know what you think. Obviously not professional or anything, but I like doing makeup, and yeah, I'll be ready to film now. Thanks for watching my secret TBR video. I hope you all loved it. I know it was a long video, so if you're still here, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.